what would you risk to live your truth? Picture this. You're at the peak of your career. Millions of fans adore you, but every day you wake up pretending to be someone you're not. Now imagine making the choice that could destroy everything you've built or set you free forever. Today, we're diving deep into the powerful stories of 20 beloved stars who faced that exact moment. These aren't just coming-out stories, they're tales of courage that shattered Hollywood's glass closet and inspired a generation to choose authenticity over approval. From the kid who saved Stranger Things to the voice behind your favorite love songs, these celebrities didn't just reveal their truth, they rewrote the rules of what it means to be a role model in America. If you recognize these brave souls, drop a heart in the comments. And if their stories move you like they moved me, make sure to subscribe because we're about to explore 20 journeys that prove love truly does win. Ellen DeGeneres, the trailblazer who changed television forever. Before there was marriage equality, before Pride became mainstream, there was Ellen DeGeneres standing on a stage that could have ended her career. In 1997, when coming out meant career suicide in Hollywood, Ellen chose truth over safety. The backlash was brutal: death threats, canceled shows, years in the wilderness. But Ellen didn't just survive, she thrived, proving that authenticity resonates deeper than any scripted performance. Her daytime show became America's living room, where acceptance wasn't just preached, it was practiced daily, opening doors for every star who would follow. George Michael, the music legend who turned scandal into strength. When the paparazzi forced George Michael's hand in 1998, the Faith singer could have retreated into shame. Instead, he transformed a humiliating moment into a declaration of freedom. This wasn't just about sexuality, it was about artistic integrity. Michael's openness shattered the myth that pop stars had to hide who they loved to sell records. His courage rippled through the music industry, proving that fans don't fall in love with perfection, they connect with truth. Even today, his legacy reminds us that our greatest vulnerabilities often become our greatest strengths. Neil Patrick Harris, the child star who rewrote the Hollywood playbook. Remember Doogie Howser? That brilliant teenage doctor captured America's hearts, but behind the scenes, Neil Patrick Harris was writing a different script for his own life. When he came out in 2006, he didn't just reveal his sexuality, he revealed a new way to be a leading man in Hollywood. Harris proved that being openly gay wasn't a limitation, it was liberation. His marriage to David Burtka and their beautiful family became the picture of modern American love, showing millions that happiness comes in many forms. Lance Bass, the boy band heartthrob who chose love over lies. The year was 2006, and NSYNC was still riding high on nostalgia tours when Lance Bass made a decision that would echo through every teen magazine and fan forum in America. Coming out wasn't just personal, it was revolutionary for boy band culture. Bass broke the unwritten rule that heartthrobs had to be available to their female fans' fantasies. His courage opened conversations in living rooms across America, where parents suddenly had to confront their own assumptions about masculinity, celebrity, and love. Kristen Stewart, the Twilight star who chose reality over fantasy. She was Bella Swan, the girl every teenage fan wanted to be, living a fairy tale romance on and off screen. But Kristen Stewart's real story was more complex than any vampire saga. When she began openly dating women, she didn't just come out, she came alive. Stewart's journey from Hollywood's golden girl to authentic artist represents something profound: the courage to disappoint people's expectations to honor your truth. Her transformation reminds us that sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones we write for ourselves, not for others. Lil Nas X, the country rapper who broke every rule. Old Town Road wasn't just a catchy tune, it was a Trojan horse that snuck a young, gay, Black artist into the most conservative corners of American music. When Lil Nas X came out during Pride Month 2019, he didn't whisper his truth, he sang it from the mountaintops. His bold music videos and unapologetic presence challenged hip-hop culture's deepest prejudices. In a genre where masculinity was often defined by who you excluded, Lil Nas X redefined it by who you could include. Lil Nas X, the country rapper who broke every rule. Old Town Road wasn't just a catchy tune, it was a Trojan horse that snuck a young, gay, Black artist into the most conservative corners of American music. When Lil Nas X came out during Pride Month 2019, he didn't whisper his truth, he sang it from the mountaintops. His bold music videos and unapologetic presence challenged hip-hop culture's deepest prejudices. In a genre where masculinity was often defined by who you excluded, Lil Nas X redefined it by who you could include. Noah Schnapp, the Stranger Things star who made coming out feel normal. At just 18, Noah Schnapp did something remarkable. He made coming out feel effortless. His casual Instagram announcement, "I'm gay and ready to love," captured the evolution of LGBTQ+ acceptance in America. This wasn't a tearful interview or a dramatic revelation. It was a teenager simply stating his truth with the confidence of someone who grew up knowing he was already loved exactly as he was. Schnapp represents the future we're building, where being yourself isn't breaking news, it's just Tuesday. Jaden Smith, the artist who redefined masculinity. Fashion rules, gender norms, societal expectations, Jaden Smith treats them all like suggestions. When he casually mentioned his relationship with Tyler, the creator, and continued wearing skirts to red carpets, he wasn't just expressing himself, he was expanding the definition of what young American men could be. Smith's fearless individuality challenges every parent, every school, every community to ask, are we raising our children to fit in or to stand out? Colton Haynes, the Arrow star who fought his way to freedom. Behind the superhero costumes and magazine covers, Colton Haynes was fighting his toughest battle against himself. Years of industry pressure to stay closeted led to anxiety, depression, and a sense of living in prison. When he finally came out in 2016, it wasn't just liberation, it was survival. Haynes' story illuminates the hidden cost of fame without authenticity, reminding us that mental health and truth are inseparably linked. His advocacy work now helps other young people avoid the pain he endured. Jonathan Bailey, the Bridgerton heartthrob who proved love stories come in every form. As Anthony Bridgerton, he embodied Regency romance and traditional masculinity. But Jonathan Bailey's real-life love story is thoroughly modern. Coming out in 2022, Bailey didn't just reveal his sexuality, he revealed his belief that love stories belong to everyone. His presence in Bridgerton sends a powerful message to LGBTQ+ viewers. You deserve to see yourself in fairy tales too. Bailey represents the new guard of leading men who refuse to choose between their careers and their truth. Kit Connor, the Heartstopper star who showed us growing up in public. Imagine being a teenager, figuring out your identity, and having millions of people watch every step. Kit Connor didn't choose to become a spokesperson for bisexual youth, but when public pressure forced his hand, he handled it with remarkable grace. His experience coming out as bisexual while starring in Heartstopper reflects the unique challenges facing Gen Z celebrities and their inspiring resilience in the face of social media scrutiny. Joe Locke, the young star who made authenticity look easy. From the moment Heartstopper premiered, Joe Locke became a beacon for young LGBTQ+ Americans searching for representation. His portrayal of Charlie Spring wasn't just acting, it was advocacy in action. Locke's openness about his own journey creates a bridge between fiction and reality, showing young viewers that the love they see on screen can exist in their own lives too. Sam Smith, the voice that taught us about identity evolution. Sam Smith's journey wasn't just coming out, it was coming into themselves. First as a gay man, then as non-binary, Smith's public evolution mirrors the private journeys of countless Americans discovering that identity isn't fixed, it's fluid. Their courage to correct pronouns and educate the public created space for everyone still figuring themselves out. Smith's story proves that growth isn't betrayal of who you were, it's honoring who you're becoming. Omar Apollo, the R&B star who made vulnerability sexy. In a genre built on bravado, Omar Apollo chose vulnerability. His silky voice carries stories of love without gender limitations, creating soundtracks for relationships that exist outside traditional boxes. Apollo's music doesn't just acknowledge LGBTQ+ love, it celebrates it, proving that authenticity in artistry creates the deepest connections with audiences. Janelle Monáe, the futuristic artist who made love limitless. Janelle Monáe didn't just come out as pansexual, she came out as revolutionary. Her artistry has always existed in the future, where love transcends all boundaries. Monáe's openness about loving, regardless of gender, introduces many Americans to concepts beyond the traditional binary, expanding our collective understanding of what love can look like in the 21st century. Troye Sivan, the YouTube star who grew up with us. Starting as a teenager on YouTube, Troye Sivan literally grew up in front of his audience. His 2013 coming out video wasn't just personal confession, it was generational moment. Millions of young people saw themselves in his nervousness, his hope, his family's love. Sivan's journey from bedroom pop to global stardom while staying authentically himself proves that you don't have to change who you are to achieve your dreams. Daley, the Olympic champion who dove into truth. Olympic platforms aren't typically places for personal revelations, but Daley transformed his athletic success into a platform for authenticity. Coming out while maintaining his elite athletic career challenged stereotypes about masculinity in sports. His marriage to Dustin Lance Black and their family journey shows young athletes that they don't have to choose between sporting excellence and personal truth. Billy Porter, the fashion icon who turned every red carpet into a statement. Billy Porter doesn't just attend events, he creates moments. Every outfit, every appearance, every interview becomes an opportunity to normalize LGBTQ+ excellence. Porter's visibility as a Black, gay man in entertainment breaks down multiple barriers simultaneously, showing that intersectional identities aren't obstacles to overcome but strengths to celebrate. Dream Doll, the reality star who found her voice. From reality TV drama to rap music authenticity, Dream Doll's evolution represents the power of second chances. Her Pride Month coming out as bisexual wasn't just personal growth, it was public accountability. She shows us that it's never too late to live your truth, and that authenticity can transform not just your life, but your entire career trajectory. These 20 stories aren't just celebrity gossip, they're American stories. Stories of courage conquering fear, authenticity defeating artifice, love overcoming prejudice. Each time one of these stars chose truth over safety, they didn't just change their own lives, they changed ours. They've shown us that coming out isn't a one-time event, it's a daily choice to live authentically. They've proven that our differences aren't divisions, but diversities that make us stronger. Most importantly, they've demonstrated that in America, you can be exactly who you are and still achieve everything you dream. Their courage created the world where the next generation of young Americans can grow up seeing themselves reflected in every screen, every song, every story. That's not just progress. That's revolution, one authentic moment at a time. If these stories inspired you, share them. Subscribe for more tales of courage that are changing our culture. And remember, your story matters too. The world is waiting for your authentic voice to join this incredible chorus of truth. What will you choose? Fitting in or standing out? The stage is yours.